Happy Wednesday to you guys. Happy hump day. How are you guys doing? This is your 54-year-old grandmother raising a teenager toddler. And this morning I just got back from taking my teenager granddaughter to school. I'm raising my teenager and toddler granddaughter, teenager 15, toddler 2, right around the corner to V3. But yeah, I'm waiting on, the doctor called me on yesterday, but I missed the call, so I am trying to just wait. They supposed to be calling me back, and I'm trying to wait. Yep. Y'all know how doctors is. And then I understand they don't be wanting to give you the medicine that you really need. But if you going through stuff, okay, can I get a low dose of medicine or something? But yeah, I'm going to remain positive on this Wednesday. This your 54-year-old grandmother. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Like I said, it's around about 7:50 here. Just dropped off my teenager granddaughter, and I'm about to talk to you guys for a minute. Excuse me. I'm going to go in here. I got up this morning. I felt a little better. I got me a little more rest last night, probably about an extra hour. It wasn't much, but I do feel better, and I think I'm gonna try to start, going to bed a little earlier so I can feel better and not drink so much water and stuff. I try to like drink water through the night, just to keep my kidneys flushed and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna stop drinking so much water because it breaks my sleep so much. But yeah, on today, if you guys will be tuned in, I gotta go in Walmart. I gotta take back something that I bought that everything else Christmas for you guys. Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? Are y'all ready for Christmas? Y'all better get ready because Thanksgiving, we got a week away and Christmas 5 weeks away. So we got to get ready. This time is coming on in. And then I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm just waiting out here for them to give me my results. Um, and then also I'm going to get in here and look at this Christmas stuff and try to see what I'm gonna put out Christmas. I don't know if I'm gonna do. Usually I do 2 Christmas trees and then like a mini Christmas tree. But I don't even know if I'm gonna do a lot of Christmas trees this time. I might do all three. It's just cold. I know I'm not gonna do all three. I don't think I am. It's gonna be very. Are y'all putting up Christmas trees or what y'all gonna do this holiday season? Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? I know a lot of people probably still ain't ready. I do have to go in the store today and see what their um see like what's the price on sweet potatoes. I need to see y'all. How y'all doing on this Wednesday? I'm just waiting on my lab results from the doctor and try to just trying to stay positive. And I just want to talk to y'all real quick about Thanksgiving while I'm waiting on them to call me back. Have y'all finished shopping for Thanksgiving? Are y'all going to a family house? Are y'all planning on making a big old feast? Hello, 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 hello. I'm going to start having my moderator in here for the people that come in and say negative things. I'm going to start having my moderator in here, and you will be blocked or timed out if you come in with negative stuff. So if you come in with negative things, you will be put in timeout. If you come in with negative stuff, let's just be positive. I'm sitting here, like I said, waiting on my lab results, and I just want to talk to y'all about, are y'all going to your family house? Are y'all cooking a big feast for Thanksgiving? How's your budget looking? Will you even have Thanksgiving? So I just want to talk about that you know, until the doctor called me. They called me yesterday, but I ended up missing the call to see what my lab results was. Give me a thumbs up to the 2 people that's in here. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. Um, Hit that notification bell. I'm your 54-year-old grandmother raising my teenager. Are you not feeling well? Why do you have a fever? But please come in with all positive comments and let's just chat it up. If you are raising your grandkids, if you are a father, a grandfather, or grandmother, we can relate. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. Y'all can follow me on my journey. I took my granddaughter to school this morning. I showed her little mini breakfast, what she was going to eat. Give me a thumbs up to the 3 people in here. Okay, you got an infection. Is it an infection like from like a cold? A cold that's making you have a fever? Or is it sinus? Is it sinus? Is it from is the fever from like a cold infection, sinus infection, allergy infection? Cause it's a lot of stuff you can get if you don't want to go to the doctor. You can get like home remedies. Like a lot of times when I know, I my children are grown and I'm raising my grandchildren, and my kids are grown. But when they were sick, and then when the grandkids they get sick, I just try to do home remedies. Like the kids hate ginger, but I'll get the ginger and boil it in about probably around about 16 ounces of water. If you don't know what 16 ounces is, that's like probably like 4 bottles of like bottle, well, 2 bottles of bottled water. You just put that in the skillet on the stove. Um, I like to cut the brown off my ginger, and I like to give it a rinse after peel it down, give it a rinse, chop it up finely, and put it in. You can just have a real small piece and just put it in the pot. Get you some peppermint. You can buy peppermint at the store for $1 at Dollar Tree or Walmart. Get you some peppermint and put the peppermint inside of the with the ginger, and get you some lemon. You can either squeeze some lemon in there or just wash the lemon and cut it up in there. And then also get you a little turmeric. You can get turmeric powder or anything. Put you just a little turmeric in there and a little cayenne pepper. So just a sprinkle of turmeric, a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Mix that all up. Let that boil. And then if you have honey, put you a couple teaspoons of honey in there. Maybe 3 teaspoons for the sweetness and not the ginger to have so much of a strong taste. Or if you don't have honey, just put you a spoon of sugar in there, or a spoon and a half of sugar. Try to, to bring down that taste of the ginger. If you drink that, that should cut that infection and make you feel way better. God bless you as well. Well, God loves you. Yeah, God, I done. If don't nobody else love me, I know God love me. Y'all give me a thumbs up. That's a true statement. That is a true statement. What's your name? DeMarcus Wilkes. That's a true statement. If I ain't loved by nobody else, if I ain't loved by many, I know God loves me. And he loves you as well. And if you haven't subscribed today, please go ahead and subscribe. Some of you guys, y'all don't know me, but I'm your 54-year-old grandmother raising a teenager and a toddler, my granddaughters. I raise my kids, they're grown, raising my grandchildren. And if you haven't checked out my channel, check out my channel. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, but lately I just been sharing a journey of raising my granddaughters. I do that. I take you guys in the store. I've been doing that for years. Like every holiday season, I'll take you guys around in the store to show you the things they have. Because a lot of people, don't have transportation to the stores. A lot of transportation might be limited. And they might want to see what's in the stores before they, grab a Uber or something like that, so they can go right to what they're trying to get and mostly on back home. So I try to go in the stores and show you guys what's in the stores for the holidays and stuff like that before you get there. So I do a lot of vlogging on that. I do that. I've done that every season. It hasn't changed. I've been doing it for 5 years. I started off cooking on YouTube. So if you guys want any recipes, like simple recipes, affordable recipes, you can go back and look at my cooking videos. I made everything from the McDonald's strawberry cheesecake pie to fried ribs to homemade apple pies, homemade cakes. I've made a lot of dishes on my channel. That's what I started out doing, but now I'm doing like a little different niche. I just show my journey of me raising my granddaughters, and then also I still kind of do my niche of showing everything that's related to like after holidays, the 50% sales, 25% sales, 90% sales, because this is something I love to do. I love to take you guys around when they have the clearance after holiday sales. Y'all, when them sales get up to 90%, I get so excited. I get super excited because I just love everything clearance and everything on the sale. Because, like I said, I don't work, and I always have to budget. I always have to budget. Last night I was telling my son, and what y'all views on this? Now, when y'all go eat out at restaurants, or you might pick up an order from a restaurant, we'll just say you go to On the Border. Okay, we say you go to On the Border, and you go in there, you walk in, and you grab your order. You make an order. You're not sitting down eating a meal. What are y'all feedback on tipping? So now if you sit down in a restaurant, okay, I'm a tip. But if you just going in there to pick up an order, do y'all tip? Do y'all feel like y'all should tip if y'all just walking in and picking up an order? Put a yes in the comment or no in the comment. Because one of my family members, I was with them yesterday, and they tipped the person, and they were just picking up an order, and I just felt that was so unnecessary. Now I can see when you dine in, because the server is constantly bringing you stuff, refilling your water, refilling your drink, asking you, do you need a to-go plate, or they're constantly checking on you. So I can see when you tip like that. But is it necessary to tip when you just going in there to pick up an order? What y'all feel about that? I might make you a mod. Trying to see how I do it. Are you gonna be a good mod and get the people out that's talking crazy? Cause I already have one mod. But if I see you constantly in the chat, and if you have subscribed, what's your name? Gus, what is it? Gus Manavin. Gus Manavin. If I see you in the chat, like when I come on again, if I see you in the chat, at least two more times, I will end up making you a mod. But I do have a mod right now. It's just so many people have so many. A lot of people be getting into it with their mods, because they be like they mods be going against them and really don't like them. And they mods be stirring up a lot of stuff. But I'm pretty sure you wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, I just try to keep a limited amount of mods, you know, on the channel. But I do have a mod. They probably just like unavailable right now. But I do have a mod. I don't cuss. You just tell me and I'll kick them out. I don't kick out people like that. I did subscribe and I like. Okay. But we'll give you a shot. Let me see if I can figure it out. I know I gotta hold it down. Let's see. Okay, you should be a mod now. You should be a mod now. But if I tell you to kick somebody out, just go on, kick them out and put them in timeout. Because somebody came here earlier and said, what did they say? They said, That was something crazy. They said they just farted. I mean, if you just farted, that's your prerogative. I mean, I ain't gonna smell it, so why you telling me that you just farted? That's not gonna benefit me none. I mean, it'll benefit you because you got that out your body, and I'm pretty sure you feel better now. But just telling me that you farted, that's not gonna help me none. Great job, thumbs up. They said they just yeah, that was somebody said earlier. People come in with all kind of stupidity, and I'm just coming in just to be positive and share my journey of the things that I go through, the things that I go to and I go through in life, and I try to keep you guys positive and making sure that y'all are you know, taking God with you, staying positive, because every day we're going to go through something. Even if you come outside, like I have been dealing with, I don't know if y'all been dealing with this problem, but I've been dealing with, it's not they look like ladybugs, but they are, my granddaughter told me they are, came from China or she said China or something. She told me Japan. She said they had some Japan beetle bugs or Japanese beetle bugs or something she was telling me. But I have had so many where I have had to spray for them. Now they have died down. I didn't see it like maybe 3 yesterday, but on last week it was like a good 100 around the door and stuff. Oh, okay, okay, Michelle. Is that Michelle? Okay, okay. So you said you do. I do if I'm picking up, but not all the time. Oh, okay, okay. I just found that so odd because, like I said, I always tip because my daughter, we for her birthday this month, she tipped the waitress. We didn't have much left because I think our bill was $33, and she tipped the waitress $3, which I think $3 was kind of appropriate because our food, it was at a Mexican place. The food wasn't really hot. It was just like lukewarm. But she said when she visited them before by herself, the food came out steaming hot because she dined in. But it was lukewarm, and I'm a type person, I like my food hot. You know, I wanted to at least come out hot. So her food, my food, when we dined out for her birthday, the food was not like, it was like lukewarm, and I really didn't agree with it, but I didn't make a big deal about it. I just went ahead and just ate some of it and brought the rest home. And I knew I could warm it up in the microwave and enjoy the rest of it, that later on that night or the next morning. So I'm a type of person, I'm not messy. I've never been messy. I'm 54 and I've never been messy throughout my life, and I teach my kids not to be messy, or don't make a big deal out of something that can be resolved, or that can be kind of looked over if it's not a big issue. Now, if they would have brought the food out and it was cold, I was like, can y'all warm this up a little more? But I'm not going to make a big confrontation. But with the tipping, I feel it's necessary if you dine in. Now, if you're picking up and I believe you got like a big order, yeah, I'll tip $2 or $3, about $2. But I just don't feel, like you said, you don't tip all the time. And I feel you. And sometimes you might have those, that person that give you good customer service. Now, even if I'm picking up, I'm gonna throw him a tip every time. Cause y'all know sometimes you can just run into beautiful people. You can run into ugly people, but you can sometimes run into beautiful people. And I have had servers or went into like a beauty supply store or something like that, and you'll be like, oh my God, you are so nice. And I needed that today. But sometimes you can run into so many nasty people, but you can get those beautiful people that has a beautiful heart, a whole beautiful demeanor. And y'all give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you would like to take out my membership comes out once a month. It's only $2.99. And with being a membership, it's different from a subscriber. A membership, I will bring you guys along me and my granddaughter's journey more. Like sometimes, like the holidays coming up, I will let you see me and the girls cooking. I'm pretty sure we'll probably be baking a couple dishes together. I'll just y'all will be able to intertwine with the girls more. Y'all will see the girls more, their personalities, all of those things. And my subscribers, they'll get videos too, but you guys will get more lives with us, more shorts that I probably wouldn't show the subscribers, but y'all would get more perks, as I was just trying to say. But yeah, I am showing my face. You don't see my face? And if this ain't enough of my face, not trying to be mean, because that's not me. So let me, and I do have my voice kind of is like loud, but I'm not being mean. I'm showing my face. But if you want to see more of my face, just look on the channel, baby. It's there. It's there if you want to see a little more of my face. Hello. Is that enough for you? How you doing? Jasmine, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, a lot of time I don't get full on camera because, baby, I like to get myself together. I just took my granddaughter. If you didn't know, Jasmine, I'm a 54-year-old grandmother. I'm raising my teenager and toddler granddaughter. My teenager's 15 and my toddler soon to be 3. I'm raising them, and I'm about to go ahead and get me and my toddler something to eat. I have to make her sleep every morning. When I take my teenager granddaughter to school, I have to always break my sleep. I do break my sleep, but I have to break my toddler granddaughter sleep as well. So y'all know how that can be. Just imagine being 54 and waking up a 2-year-old toddler. I'm so glad they ain't got my 2 more days and I'll be out for the Thanksgiving holiday. So that's going to give me a break as well. But just imagine being 54 and raising a toddler. And y'all know toddlers be cranky. They always, you just say, I'm taking my teenager to school. Toddler got to go back and use the bathroom. Toddler cranky. Just imagine all that. I know one particular day, it's my toddler granddaughter I have. She's very intelligent. Even though she fit to be 3, it's like she's 7. She's very intelligent. So I end up putting her on a dress, and she had said something that I had on was ugly or something. They speak their mind. The toddlers do. And I said, your dress ain't pretty. And then she just started getting emotional. My dress pretty. My dress pretty. But I said, okay, well, it's not nice for you to tell me that my dress ain't pretty, and you want me to tell you that your dress is pretty. So she got emotional about that, honey. Toddlers know they something. Oh, thank you so much, Jasmine. Oh, that just made my day. Girl, you about to make me cry. That made my day. Thank you so much. I thank you for them flowers. I just sniffed them. Thank you. My imaginary flowers, but even though you said flowers to me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Baby, yes, they are. They are so blunt. Like I said, she told me that what I had on wasn't pretty. It was ugly. And then as soon as I said, well, your dress ain't pretty. Oh, I'm talking about emotional. She started saying, my dress pretty. My dress is pretty. I said, okay, well, don't be telling me that my dress ain't pretty. Whatever I had on wasn't pretty. Yeah, honey, they speak their mind, they blunt, they gonna say what they mean. Cause I think they say what they mean, like toddlers, like I said, she fit to be 3 and she real smart. Been talking it. I think she been talking, I'm talking about talking good. Like I'm talking now, that's how she be talking. She been doing that ever since she was like a little over 2. But really blunt, she'll tell you what she want, she'll tell you what she don't want. Very blunt. And I think the reason why they do that because they really not understanding. Like she told me something wasn't pretty, it was ugly. I think they really don't understand like the full meaning of what they saying. I think they still don't, and or that like I don't want them to be around like a lot of negative talk. Cause like I said, you can be in the store and a child, them children, they be listening. So you have to really be careful who you have around your children, grandchildren. Cause if you in the store and just say it's a couple having a little dispute, and if one of the people curse, a couple just having a random dispute, all them kids gonna hear that and they gonna remember it. So kids do pick up on a lot of stuff. That's why you have to really be careful what you say around them. Because if you curse around them, they gonna say shit or damn. They gonna say the curse words really quick, and they remember those curse words. I was at the children's hospital with my granddaughter back about 3 months ago. And this little boy, I think he had like a little problem, but he had to hear his parents cuss. He was just in there cursing. Looked like he was probably around about maybe 8 or 9. And he wasn't my complexion, if y'all know what I mean. He wasn't my complexion. He was the other complexion. And he was saying DAMNSHIT. He just kept on saying it. So his parents, it looked like they had like a little probably disabilities, or they looked like something was wrong with them too. But they could communicate and stuff like that. But they kept on telling him to stop cursing, and he was just constantly cursing. Like I said, I know he had like a little defect, but he had to pick up that cursing somewhere, y'all. Yeah, they can dish it out, baby. They can dish it out. Yeah, my teenager granddaughter will say little stuff every now and then. And she's probably like 100 some pounds, and like I said, she 15. Sometimes she'll say a little stuff about my weight, because I have gained more weight since I got older, and I still eat the same stuff that I ate when I was 35. But of course, I'm 54 now, and going through changes with your hormones, I don't even eat a lot. Like I'm finna go in here now, I'm probably gonna eat an apple because I left out the apples. I'm gonna eat an apple, probably banana, and probably trying to eat something like a little healthy. That's probably gonna be it. The banana, the apple, and then I might just eat me one probably just one small piece of toast, or I might just get a whole toast, or I might just get a chicken pot pie or something. And that'll be all I'll eat until I eat dinner tonight about 7. And then I'm constantly moving all through the day. Y'all know if you got a toddler, you're going to be constantly moving all through the day. The toddler stays at home with me every day while my teenager is at school. So I'm constantly moving. Like today, I'll be doing laundry. I'll be doing laundry, folding laundry. I mopped yesterday, so I did get my mopping out of the way yesterday. Uh, I'm probably gonna spit fill my bathroom, which is already clean, but I still like to go in there every day and just like wipe down my sink, the toilet. This is something I do on a daily basis, and my tub, just make sure I like body wash and all this stuff, to the end of the shower. I don't like, I hate when I go in there and it's body wash on that end, body wash on this end, body wash in the middle. I just can't stand it, y'all. So I have to I like all my body wash like in one little spot in the shower and not sitting everywhere. Because a lot of times that body wash will make stains, like stains if water is still left on it, like the container. And I want to make sure there's no rust stains or nothing like that. And then I'm going to go in here and look at my Christmas stuff and try to get it in one. It's already in one spot, but I want to get it where where I can say, okay, I'm going to put this up for Christmas. I'm not going to put that up for Christmas. I'm going to put this up for Christmas. I'm not going to put that up. So I just want to try to get that together, because last year I put up my Christmas stuff November the 6th, and the day is November the 19th, and I I ain't put up nothing, y'all. Have y'all started putting up y'all Christmas stuff? Are y'all gonna put up a lot of Christmas stuff? I got a lot of Christmas stuff because what I do, like I said, my channel now is based around me raising my granddaughters, what I'm doing for my granddaughters, things of that nature. But I like to still take you guys in the stores and stuff because that's what my channel was about. When I started my channel 5 years ago, I did a lot of cooking. Like I said, I took y'all around the stores for every holiday sale, 50% off, 25% off, 75% off. I would take y'all to the store and show y'all like all the stuff and then everything that I get on the 90% sale and the 75% sale. And then the year before last, I went to Sam's and they had their stuff like 75% off. So I got a lot of stuff from Sam's and all that stuff. So I got a lot of Christmas stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna put all this stuff out this year. Yeah, they don't know how to bite their tongue. I'm reading y'all comments. Okay, is my moderator still in here? If you still in here, you need to get Lex up out of here. We here for positivity. Everything that's going on in the world, we ain't got time for nobody negative comments. We don't need no negative comments over here. We want all positive. We gotta, like they said, break that chain. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna break that chain over here. Ain't nobody finna come up in here talking stupid. Cause every day is a blessing. And we need that positive, we need positive outlets. We don't need nothing. If you ain't coming on here talking positive or giving somebody some good feedback. Like somebody said they was sick earlier with affection, with some type of affection. So I told them, what to try to boil on the stove. It's not pricey. I told them something that could probably knock that infection out if they can't like go to the doctor. Cause sometimes you can't go to the doctor. Like I'm waiting on my results now. And sometimes I might have to pay for medicine. I'd be like, okay, well, I can't get that medicine because I just can't afford it. So, I was trying to give them like home remedies of something that they could do to, break that infection. Thank you for getting them out of there, out of here, cause ain't nobody got time for that. And mom, I don't know if you being mom. What is that, mom, chilling or something like that? I don't know if you being funny. I don't mind answering your question, but all that time I took your man, baby. If I had one and you took him, that means he wasn't mine. So props to you if I had one. And you took him, so I don't know if you're trying to be humorous, but that's fine. I don't knock people out for being humorous. Cause sometimes I'll throw a little humor out, cause just to have a good day. Y'all know with the, how food is pricey, gas is pricey. Gas is not like it used to be up. In my area, it almost got up to $5 about 2 years ago. So it's not, gas is not crazy here, but food prices is just crazy. Food prices, you can't go in the store and get five things for under $20 now. And that's probably like spaghetti sauce, spaghetti bread, and milk and eggs. Oh, you still gonna pay over 20. So I don't need nobody coming in and being negative. We need to try to share things on how to stay positive, how to stay on top. Because like I said, there's so much stuff going on in the world. You need that positive feedback. Cause you never know what a person is going through. And if you just come on here and say, hey girl, hey boy, hey man, lift yourself up today. You might not have but $5 to your name, but you got $5. You might have $5 more than the next person. They might not have but 50 cents, but you got $5. So be thankful for that five. So you gotta get on here and spread love and spread positive outlets instead of coming in here with that stupidity. Don't nobody have time for that. I come on here, like I said, to share my story of raising my grandkids, my grandchildren. You never know why I'm raising my grandchildren. You never know. Sometimes you have children and you might end up raising your grandchildren. It might be because drugs. It might be because they just didn't want to be a mother. It might be you lost a person. It might be a person is in active duty in the service and you're watching that's why you got your grandkids. It just might be a medical situation where a person is in a wheelchair or they, can't take care of themselves. They might got medically ill and you got to raise your grandchildren. So that's why I said I don't need anybody coming in here with that negativity because I'm trying to stay positive through everything that I'm going through in my life. I'm trying to stay positive over here. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going through things as well. So why would I come on here and put a damper on your spirit, on your mind, on your heart if I'm doing bad? I wouldn't even come on here and try to put you in a negative vibe if I'm being negative, because that's what a lot of people feed on. They negative, they world is crashing, so they want to make you feel bad. Not over here. We positive over here. I mean, I don't have the riches, I don't have the luxuries, but as long as I got God, I'm rich. I'm rich every day, and can't nobody take that away. I go through a lot of health issues. I go through stuff daily. I was vandalized about a month ago at my own house. Like I said, you ain't got to go into the grocery store. You ain't got to go into McDonald's. You ain't got to be on the road, driving to the school, taking your grandchildren to school. You ain't got to do none of that. The devil will come to you. And like I said, I was vandalized about a month ago, but thank God none of my family was hurt. Police had to be called. Thank God none of my family, was harmed or anything. But like I said, the devil will come to you. That's why I don't need no devil coming into the chat. We're going to be positive over here. Now, let me read the comment. Yeah, misery loves company, baby. They love that company. Somebody said, why you having children with no daddy? First of all, I ain't having children because my eggs have been fried in the skillet and they done. Now, that's your little humorous for today. Your little humor. My eggs is fried in the skillet. You know how you fry your eggs in the skillet, and once you put that heat on them, they get cooked. That's how my eggs is. My eggs are cooked. Once again, open your ears. Who that is? You mad, Libby? Libby, open your ears, sweetheart. Open your ears, baby. I'm 54 years old. Ain't no eggs. Ain't no eggs developing over here. Ain't no babies developing over here from no eggs. So open your ears. I said I'm 54 years old and I'm raising my grandchildren. My 15-year-old teen granddaughter and my 2-year-old toddler that I'm raising. So open your ears, sweetheart. And for the people in the background, I'm a grandmother. I've raised my children in their 30s. I'm not having no more kids. My eggs are in the skillet, been fried, and went to somebody's digestive system. So that's a little humor for today. Y'all know what I'm saying. Ain't no more eggs cooking over here. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna look at my hardship because you know what? I done had hardships all my life. So it's something like I'm used to. I wouldn't, like they said, I wasn't born with a golden spoon or something like that. Baby, I wasn't born with a golden spoon, pot, pair of shoes, or nothing. So I already know how life is. I already know the hardships that can come. That's one thing. Nobody in this world was promised that they weren't gonna have no hardships. We got to just be prepared. And long as we have God with us, I try to take God everywhere with me. When I take my granddaughter to school, God, please let me have a safe trip to the school. Don't let nobody get in my way. Please let the devil go on sleep. Put him to bed. Put his butt back to bed, and don't let him get in my way. When I go just traveling anywhere I travel, I say, God, please cover us with your blood. Please cover us with your blood so I can get where I'm going safe and back home safe. Because I'm talking about y'all, the devil always lurking. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I think it was a couple days after Halloween. So I told this on one of my short form videos. So I pull up at the gas pump to get some gas. I pull up at the gas pump to get some gas. And mind you, one of the gas stations, they don't have, the gas station I went to, they got about 4 pumps, but one of the little pumps where you pull up, y'all know how a gas station look. You pull up to the pump, and it was only one pump on that slot. Only one gas pump. The other gas pump was missing. The other gas, where you get gas, the pump was missing. So I don't know if they had to take that one out because it was causing a problem or whatever. So I pull up to the gas pump, but a truck comes behind me. So after I pull off, he can get gas. Okay. So this couple pull up in front of me with their car. It looked like an Altima or something like that. Black Altima or something like that. So they pull up in front of me. So mind you, it's somebody behind me waiting to get gas. Somebody behind me waiting to get gas. So they unblock me in from the back, which is fine because they're waiting to get gas. So I'm going to pull out forward to let them go and get gas. So this black car pulled in front of me, and they're facing me. Headlights to headlights. So they unblock me in, right? They unblock me in. So I blow in the, what they call them now, y'all, the YN. Y'all know what that means. I don't like to be mean. I don't like to say that. But a YN, a girl is driving the car that they blocking me. She's driving. So he gon' like do like this, telling me to go around. How can I go around if I'm blocked in by somebody behind me waiting to get gas? Y'all dead up on me, so y'all done pulled in front of me and blocked me. So, and they're not getting gas. It look like he going in there probably like to get a drink or a cigarette or something. So they blocked me in. So he tell me go around. He's not driving. He just gonna say go around. So I'm like, little boy, I'm not fit to play with you today. So I just remain calm, cause baby, back in the day, we would have had it. So I just remained calm. I just remained calm, because back in the day, I would have went out, but I would have said politely, okay, someone's blocking me in from the back, so y'all need to move. So I just put on my seatbelt, had my grandchildren in here. I just put on my seatbelt because I ain't want to make no confrontation, because, it could have went left with my grandchildren in the vehicle. So I just put on my seatbelt. I didn't even look back at him. And then found the girl that was driving the car, which he was on the other side. The YN was on the other side. I was the driver, which the girl was driving. She wasn't my complexion, or she wasn't the YN complexion. She was neither one of our complexion. He was a YN my complexion, but she was not she wasn't our complexion. So she just went on backed up. So I'm glad she backed up to stop that confrontation. Because I'm like, are you silly? Are you dumb? Because if a truck is behind me blocking, the truck I'm pulled around to get gas when I pull off. There's no pump where they're sitting. Remind you, they have moved this pump because I guess the pump was a problem. The store has moved the pump. So they come in blocking me headlight to headlight. The truck is behind me waiting to get gas. And they just unblock me headlight to headlight all up close on my vehicle. And then he gonna tell, when I blow, he gonna tell me to go around. How is that possible? Like I said, the devil, you ain't gotta be going to the store, Walmart, McDonald's, gas station, baby. The devil, he'll meet you at your house. He'll try to meet you wherever you go. That's why I try to stay prayerful. So that's coming back to stay prayerful. I started to stay prayerful everywhere I go, because these people is crazy in the head. I'm like, I am not. I just put on my seatbelt, didn't look back the other way, and she finally bagged up. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that with y'all. I ain't one of the people that fit be on the news for getting hurt, or I hurt somebody. I ain't finna do that. You can go on. And then I look back as I pulled off, and he going in the store. They weren't even getting no gas. They just blocking people in that was getting gas. Just silly. Some people get up to be silly. Let me read y'all comments. Sorry about that, y'all. If y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe And also, if you want to take out my membership, it's only $2.99 a month. It'll come out once a month. Like if you take it out today, it won't even come out today. It'll come out December the 19th. So if you want to be a blessing today, and you can give me a super chat, you can give me a super sticker. I think you can tap the screen. So y'all that's in here today, if you don't mind, tap the screen. If you tap, you should see like a heart. That helps out my channel. Like I said, I'm your 54-year-old grandmother raising my teenager and toddler granddaughters. I raised my kids. They're grown. But like I said, life shifts. We never know what's going to happen in life. But you know what? You just got to remain positive. You got to ask God. I ask God all the time to just continue to make my mind strong. I ain't got to have $10,000, $30,000 in my bank account because I can't do nothing with that money if my mind screwed. I just pray for my mind and my health. That's what I pray for. A lot of people, they rather just have money and be around here just silly and mind just shot. I don't want my mind shot. I'd rather have my mind good. If my mind good, I can go hustle. I can go make money. And when I say hustle, that's like right now I'm thinking about making me a Facebook market to try to sell like a lot of things that, some of my granddaughters, they never got to wear, or just, all they stuff, they clothing is still good. Like my teenager granddaughter, I still have her jeans from when she was 9 or 10. Some of them she never got to wear, still in good condition. So I got over with shoes and my shoes. I got shoes I never wore. Like I said, I'm 54 now, so I ain't finna be walking around here in high heels, 7-10 inches high heels, and break my neck. So I ain't finna do that. So it's a lot of stuff I never even, brand new heels and boot heels I never got to wear. Size 10, size 9. So I'm thinking about doing Facebook marketing, try to hustle on that. That's what I mean by hustling, because y'all know people get the wrong idea really quick. It's like they mind go from 1 inch to 15 inches of negativity quickly when you say hustle. They got the devil in their mind. So that's what I mean by hustling. That's why I started YouTube. I don't get paid on YouTube. You have to have $100 or more to get paid. That's the threshold. So that's why I try to work constantly, even though, like my title of this live, what they say? They say, wait on my lab results. I went to the doctor last week, got my blood drawn because I've been having a problem. I've been having a problem for years with another situation. But through my medical problem, through my health problem, I'm still going to praise God because somebody else is going through way worse of y'all. Travel in mercy, where you from? Already, I'm going to let you go. I have to go back to work. Okay. Okay, thank you for just coming in. Go back to work. And I hope your day is filled with a lot of positive outlets. And yeah, then thank God you got a job, baby. Thank God you got a job, and you can keep your job. So thank you to my mod, and I hope to see you soon, and God bless you. God bless you. Go back to work and do your best on your job, the best you can, but don't overwork. I always, my life, I worked over about 40 some years. About a good, I started working when I started working when I was about probably 12, 13, going to the field. Okay, I used to go to the field, chop cotton. That's when I first started working, 13, 14. But when I got my first job, I was 16. So I worked from 16 up till, let me see, 16, because I did substitute teaching. I got my degrees. I got degrees. I done did all of it. So I worked up until I was 50, about 50. So from 16 to 50. So I done paid in. So the people that come in here and talk about you living off the government, you get EBT, all that stuff. Whatever I get, I done earned it. I done earned it, baby, for working from 16 to 50. I done earned it. So I done paid in plenty of taxes. Like I said, I did substitute teaching. I did that off and on for about from 95 to 2008, off and on, 1995. All the way up until 2000 and no, from 1995 all the way up to 2018. Off and on, I substitute. From 1995, let me say it for the people in the background. From 1995 all the way up until 2018, 2019, during that time period, I substitute off and on. And then people would say, well, how did you substitute in 1995? Because in 1995, I was like 21. I was like 21, somewhere around there in 1995. But yeah, I worked at fast food. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at Wendy's. I worked at convenience stores like gas stations, and then that kind of got on my nerves. So I went back to school, got my degrees, and then got my degrees. And I've worked at casinos. I've had a risk management job. Risk management, if y'all don't know what that is, it was the risk management within the casino, doing the claims and stuff, like when customers hurt themselves, when employees hurt themselves. So I did all of that, where we had to have adjusters and stuff like that. So I did my time on working and contributing back to taxes or whatever you would say. I did my time on that. But now, like I said, I got older. And you know what? I still want to have my goal is now. My goal is to try to have my own little thrift slash baking shop, because I can bake real good. The kids already tell me, you need to open up your baking shop. You need to open up your cooking shop. But I want to have me like a business where if you come in on your lunch break and you love thrifting, because a lot of people love thrifting. So if you love thrifting, and I'm going to have it where you can come in and do your little thrifting, get your little thrift on, get that therapeutic thrift on. And a lot of my stuff that I have in my store is going to be a lot of stuff that's new, and a lot of stuff that's like, not old, but a lot of stuff that's new as well. Because I got so much stuff that's new, y'all. So I want to have like a thrift store, thrift and eating. So you can thrift and you can eat as well. And the eating area will be all from the thrift. I wouldn't intertwine both of them, have them together, because that's not sanitary. I'm a clean person, and I'm 100% on all things sanitary. Like when I go to the store, I have to tell them every time in Dollar Tree, don't you put my crackers or my chips or my what else you can buy at Dollar Tree like a food product, or my drinks, don't put that with my dish liquid. Don't put that with my bleach. Y'all, what y'all think about that? I can't stand when people do that. Oh, thank you so much, hon. Thank you, sweetheart. But thank you for being my mod, and I know you'll be a good positive mod. I can just feel it. You can feel when you got good people around you. You can just feel it. That's why I went on made him a mod. Because a lot of times I don't make people mod, because some people be with that BS, and so I could just feel this is a good person. I feel it. But anyway, like I was gonna say, when I do open up my thrift store, I'm gonna have my food in the back. I'm going to be the one doing all the cooking, gloves, sanitary, constantly wiping down with a little sanitary bleach or something like that. I like stuff clean. I don't like flies. I don't like bugs. I don't like none of this stuff. So I make sure that all my stuff is clean. And so I want to have a shop. I want to open up my own little business, and I'm going to do that. We have to be speaking into existence, and we have to be positive. And I just want to open up my own little place, and it's going to be thrifting and eating. So you're going to thrift, and then you can get your eat on. You're going to come by there, you can get a whole lunch plate. Whatever you want to get. I know how to cook everything. I know how to cook. One week I might run a whole dressing special where you have it's going to be soul food. Get your dressing. Might have some, you can get dressing for a side. Then might have turkey wings or fried chicken, or two vegetables that go up in there, homemade cornbread. I know how to do all that, baby. Y'all just go look at the channel. I know how to cook. I know how to cook. I've been cooking ever since I was around. But the first thing I ever cooked, my grandmother showed me sweet potatoes. And after then, I've been cooking ever since, baby. So I know how to cook. I don't like to give my granddaughters a lot of processed food, but y'all already know teenagers, it's hard for them to eat. They act like if they eat greens or they eat soul food, they gonna crash. They gonna fall out. But they just don't know, baby. That's what I was raised up on, and that's why I got my strength now. I don't have the strength that I had when I was 35, but being 54, I still got my strength. In my shoulders and stuff like that. I still got my strength. And I think I'm gonna try to start like, walking a little more. Like when I pick up my teenager granddaughter, we have like a little place where you can kind of walk. I think I'm gonna start walking a little more. Now, I know the doctor gonna tell me to try to get more exercise, so I'm gonna try to make sure I can get me at least 20 to 30 minutes of exercise every day. If I'm just doing squats or if I'm just like jogging in place, your girl finna get out here and I'm finna try to start. Even though I'm 54, that don't mean I can't exercise. As long as I'm here and breathing, I could do some type of exercise. If I'm just doing 20, 30 squats, take me a little minute break, go back in with jogging in place for 10 minutes. Take me a break. Try to lift my legs up, and I ain't finna be getting on the floor, cause if I get on that floor, I might can't get back up. So I ain't finna get on that floor, cause I used to love doing sit-ups and stuff like that. But now they show you where you can do planks and stuff. Like if you can get on the floor, it's a bug in here. Man, okay, you gotta go. You gotta go, partner. So let me open the door for old Ben can get up out of here. Cause he's in my conversation. Get out of here. You don't need to be in my conversation. I'm talking to my you people. I ain't finna entertain you this morning. I don't like bugs. Bugs play too much. All buzzing around your ear and all that. I don't like bugs. I don't like no bugs. That's why I can't even keep fruit out in the house. Cause baby, if you keep that fruit out too long, there go them fruit flies, and that made me so mad. I don't want no fruit flies or nothing. I don't even leave out fruit no more. I left out some fruit back in July. Boy, it took me a whole week to get rid of them fruit flies. I'm talking about had to go get the Zevo things and traps and everything. Cause they spraying them with sanitizer spray and everything. I can't do it. They nasty. But yeah, y'all, I just thank y'all for being in here. Like I said, if y'all tap the screen, I'm trying to see. If y'all tap the screen, I think it's the option where y'all can tap and like give me some hearts. So just tap on the screen and see if it works. I'm just basically trying to see if it works. If you tap, it should like throw us some hearts or something. If y'all could do that, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe today. By the subscription icon, it's a bell. And if you put your bell on ALL on all, y'all will see every time I do go live, every time I do content. I'm going to Walmart in a little bit. I'm always on a budget because I'm raising my granddaughters. Um, I'm always on a budget, but I'm gonna go in here. I want to show y'all all the rest of the stuff they got in the store for Christmas. Cause it seems like every time I try to start doing content for y'all in Walmart, there go everybody want to come over there on them aisles. So I try to get there a little early. It's probably around about, I'm gonna say it's probably about 9 o'clock here, 8:45, 9 o'clock here. But I'm gonna try to get to the store no later than 10, and then I can kind of get over there with the Christmas and show y'all all the new stuff Walmart got. Cause they every year they get something that they usually didn't have, the previous year. But I'm telling y'all, they got a lot of nice stuff, and I just want y'all to get a good look at it. So when y'all get ready to do y'all Christmas shopping, y'all already know. Okay, I'm gonna get these thing of peppermints. This is what I'm gonna put out on my table for my family, for my guests that's coming for the holidays. Okay, I want this nice old this throw or this pillow. I'm gonna use that for the holidays. So that's what I'd like to do a lot of, like to show you guys the stuff. So when y'all all for work or y'all planning y'all holiday, uh, giddy up. When y'all go shopping for your holiday, a lot of people already start shopping for Christmas. But I'm just saying, like your decor and stuff. I can already been to show y'all what they got, and I love to do that for y'all. I promise you, I love to do that. I love to go in, that's kind of what I base my channel on. But now, like I said, my granddaughters, I try to my channel is kind of wrapped around that as well. But I just love to show y'all all of the stuff every holiday when it go on sale. Before it go on sale, I just love to bring y'all along. I really love doing it. It's not all about money. Like I said, I'm not making any money right now on YouTube, because YouTube, you have to have $100 or more to get a payout. So that's why I said, if you guys would like to do a membership for $2.99 a month, every membership helps the channel where I can reach that threshold, and I will be able to afford more things for me and my granddaughters. A lot of people might say, well, why don't? Okay, well, who is the parents of your grandchildren? Those are the videos you all will get, and get the feedback and get everything revolved around it. That's when y'all will get that information if you are a member. Because that, I'll talk about that. I'll just do a video of why I'm raising my grandchildren, the things they like. Take y'all along with us. Let y'all see them. Because I don't show them a lot now, because people have so much negative feedback. But I do show, I'll show them let them talk. Sometime when I take my granddaughter to school, I tell her, say good morning. She'll say good morning. And, my taller granddaughter, she'll say good night, good morning. If I'm vlogging what they eat for dinner, I'll let them come on and say good morning, stuff like that. But I don't fully show them, because people are so negative, baby. They'll call your kids ugly. They'll call you ugly. People are just so mean these days. And I said, it just ain't no more kind people in the world these days. But I always say, mostly when I go off, when I will leave, close out my short, or like today, I'll say, y'all be kind, be safe. Be kind to somebody. First be kind to yourself. Because a lot of times people don't be kind to themselves. I mean, you might not be putting yourself first. Like today is be kind to myself day. I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm not doing no extra. The only thing I really got to do that's revolved around something might be a little, not really stressful. I got to help my teenager granddaughter with her math homework today. And y'all know how that math is. Can't nobody in this chat say that math was their favorite subject. I used to love math, though. I used to love math, but y'all know how the generation is these days. And the stuff don't even be hard. You just got to take time and want to do it. So, a lot of people would say math was not their favorite subject in school. I have a lot of my children might say, math was my favorite subject, but I love English. I love math. I love all of my subjects in school, but math, it was one of my favorites, because I've always been good with math, accounting, and all that stuff. I've always been good with that. But my granddaughter, I don't think math is her favorite subject. So I gotta help her this evening with her math. So, but after that, before then, we're gonna start. I'm gonna pick her up from school, let her get like a little snack or two, and then around about 5 o'clock, we going at it. And we're going to she got to study, because she got a test Friday. And before they go out for the Thanksgiving holiday, she got a test. And I want her to make at least a 95 on that test. We going to push for 100. But if she can pull out a 90, I'll be happy. If y'all in the chat, if y'all haven't gave me a thumbs up, I really would appreciate it. Also, like I said, you can take out my membership, $2.99. Comes out once a month. You take it out today. It won't come out today. It'll come out December 19th off of your payment method. If you can't do that, if you subscribe, if you go look at my short form videos, shorts, thumbs them up. I took y'all in Sam's the other day, Dollar Tree, Walmart. So if you can do that, I really appreciate it, because times are hard. I budget every day. Like today, my budget going to be probably $5 in the stove. That's going to be my budget today. Like I said, I don't work, but thank God that, I've kind of been fortunate at being smart. Why would I go spend $40 a day and I don't have but $200 in savings? I'm a penny pinch. I'm going to try to see if there's a coupon on that dish liquid. I'm going to try to see how long this can last. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm being smart. If I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. Like today, I got enough detergent to last me till today is Wednesday, at least till Tuesday of next week. So I'm not gonna go get no dish liquid. I try to buy my bleach from the Dollar Tree instead of buying the bleach at Walmart for 5, 6. That bug is still in here. I'm getting this bug out of here, y'all. When I get off this live, man, this bug fit to fight. I would let y'all see me fight this bug, but I don't want y'all to think something wrong with me. Cause baby, I don't like bugs. I will. If a fly get in my house, oh, I'm finna find you, baby. I don't care what I was doing. I'm gonna stop and I'm finna find you. And I'm finna spray you. Because one thing about flies, I don't know about y'all, but as soon as you start eating, that fly hide in your house forever. But let you start cooking or start eating, there you go. Sitting right in your face. Like, Lord have mercy. And you get on my food. And some people can just sit around gnats and flies. They'll be flying around their food and everything. They don't even try to kill it. They don't even try to, swat it away. I'm like, y'all some good ones. That's nasty. But anyway, I'm going to get ready to get off of here. But like I said, you guys, if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Today is free. Y'all, please thumbs up this live. It's free. Comment. If you come in later and you watch it, please comment down below. Like I said, I'm your 54-year-old grandmother raising my teenager and taller granddaughters. And the person said earlier about why you having kids. Why you having kids with no daddy? Y'all, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't see the title, 54-year-old grandmother. Y'all know I ain't having no kids. I ain't having no kids. My kids are grown. Probably older than the person that said that. Go watch the channel. Listen, baby. Like they said, listen, baby. If you listen, I tell my grandchildren all the time. Oh, they said, well, and I've told my children, I can't understand it at school. I can't do that. I said, well, maybe if you just listen. If we just stop and listen sometime, we might not ask nothing stupid. But you know how people are. But thank y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful hump day. Y'all be blessed out here. Y'all be saved. Like I said, take God with you wherever you go because you gonna need him, baby. You gonna need him. I promise you're going to need him. Like I said, I encounter so much stuff. Most time when I go out, I be like, I just look over it. Go in Walmart, you get out the vehicle. Somebody driving crazy about to hit you. I'm just going to step back and let them go. It has been times where I take my granddaughter to school, somebody driving behind me crazy. I get in the middle lane and let them go on by. Baby, if you in that much hurry, let me get in this middle lane and let you go on by. Because I ain't got time for that with that road rage and stuff. Sometimes we can prevent stuff that the devil is trying to make happen. That's what people need to listen to and learn from that. Sometimes we can prevent stuff that the devil is trying to make happen. And I do that often. When somebody be driving behind me in my local town, they trying to, they all up on my bumper. If I'm driving a little slower, I just pull over to the middle lane, let them go on by. And then I quickly pull that I'm back behind you, but so go on, baby. You go on. Sometimes we can prevent stuff ourselves. I'm not finna be arguing with these people. I'm not finna be in conversation with no Walmart worker about no receipt. I ain't finna do none of that stupidity that be on social media. Because a lot of this stuff is ruining lives. I'm not finna be taken out from, because you said that's your gas pump. Oh, that's your gas pump? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, let me go to another gas station because this your gas pump. I'm not finna be taken out about no turkey. People fighting over turkeys. I'm not finna be taken out about because you got the last basket or you got the parking space for me. Baby, these people, they just don't know the devil behind all this stuff. The devil is behind. Y'all give me a thumbs up. I said I'm finna go. But I gotta talk about this before I go, y'all. And then I'm waiting on my test results from the doctor. But y'all thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But I'm going to talk about this. Like I said, y'all be smart out there. To the people that's still in the chat, see, I'm an old head. Like I said, I'm 54. I ain't never been messy. I ain't never been no trouble with the law because I ain't going to let the devil use me. I ain't finna fight with these people. I've had my children fathers, I ain't gonna say we had a good out of our situation, but I ain't gonna fight with nobody, and that's what a lot of people can't understand. Like, dang, you never fought with me. You never was messy. I ain't finna let the devil intervene and get me in trouble or get me scratched up or bruised up or you breaking the wind out of my car. I ain't finna do none of that stuff. Cause the devil be behind all this stuff, y'all. The devil be behind all this stuff. Like I said, the thing that happened with me at the gas station about a week ago. Y'all just be mindful when you go into this world or even at your house. I ain't finna argue over no turkey. I already know y'all saw that. It went viral. Something about somebody jumped on a lady and her kids, or somebody. People been talking about that. A lady and her some students or something jumped on this lady and her kids. People fighting over turkeys. Don't y'all know the devil behind it? Look how look how Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Look how Christmas is right around the corner. It seemed like it came so quick, y'all. Y'all put in the comments if y'all feel like that. It seemed like Thanksgiving next week, Christmas coming right behind it. I was just saying on a vlog that we got 13 more weeks to Christmas. That seemed like that was a week ago. That tell you the devil is behind a lot of this stuff. God is giving us the seasons to be blessed. He's giving us the season to be bountiful and for life and prosperity and to grow. But baby, let the devil stop you if you slow. Cause he trying to do it. Like I said, somebody fighting over a turkey, somebody shooting over a turkey, some food. Y'all need a whooping. It's all viral that somebody fighting over a turkey. Some lady and her children getting beat up. Like I said, God is blessing us with the seasons, and these people ruin their own life before they can even see Thanksgiving with their family. A lot of people ain't gonna be with their family for Thanksgiving because they gonna get in trouble with the law. They gonna let the devil intervene. They gonna go in the grocery store and they might get to arguing about, hey, I was here first. Oh, okay, well, go ahead, sir. Have a nice day. Instead of saying, they ain't gonna say that. They gonna be stupid and let the devil use them, and they gonna cause a confrontation because they thought they was in line first. It be stupid stuff, baby, that these people be letting the devil use them. But that I tell my children all the time, don't be slow. Even if it's your coworker, even if it's your boss might feel like you didn't do something 100%. They come to you in a nasty way. Hey, I thought I had told you to get that done better yesterday. Just say, okay, well, I tell you what, I thought I did it better yesterday, but let me make sure I do it better now or coming up. Let me make sure I get this right. And then you and your boss, you've been and gave them the feedback that they thought you wasn't gonna get them. Cause if somebody come to you and you know you and did your best, your boss, and they come to you with being negative, you probably gonna go off on them. But if you hit them with, I'm gonna read y'all comments. I'm sorry. If you hit them with, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and take care of this and make sure. And ask them, okay, give me some feedback of how I can do this better. And you get that feedback. Give me some feedback how I can do this better. And then do this like this, do it like that. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. From now on, let me do it like this. And then you better stop your boss in their tracks. Messy. You better stop your boss in their track because they thought you was going to go off on them. But you didn't let the devil intervene. Because if you would have let the devil intervene, you would have went off on your boss. And then you got to find another job. Sometimes we have to be mindful to know the devil is trying to attack. So we got to be mindful of it. It can be in the store. It can be at the restaurant, baby. You can't let the devil intervene. That's funny, Nicole. If you haven't subscribed to Nicole, please subscribe. Hey, Sue. It's your name, Sue, because I know you got SUD. But I ain't never asked you what that stands for, and I'm so sorry. Okay, your birthday this month. Okay. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed birthday. And I'm going to get with you. I'm not going to put it in the chat, but we're going to get together about that. And so just be looking for, I'm going to comment on some of your comments. Oh, how you pronounce it? Am I pronouncing it right? Sue Ann? Am I pronouncing it right? Sue Ann? Sue Ann? I probably ain't pronouncing it right. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's beautiful. Suyan. That's how you pronounce it, Suyan. That's beautiful. And so different. I thought so. You know, when I always looked at you and your accent, I knew you had a different I'ma say it, I always try to say stuff where won't nobody get offended. And I tell my children when they speak, whatever they speak it, make sure you do it, where won't nobody get offended. So I'ma say I knew you wasn't fully my skin. I knew you wasn't fully my skin. I'm gonna put it like that. Okay, that is so beautiful. Soo Young. That is so beautiful. And I thought that too. But yeah, I'm a just be looking in the comments. You always come in and I thank you for that. I thank you for being a loyal subscriber. I thank you for what you have done, your knowledge. Me and you been in this thing for a couple years, commenting, trying to support each other. So I really appreciate you for that. Thank God for that. I really appreciate it. You've been here for a while, faithfully. But I'm gonna try to get back with you. On try to, I'm gonna put it in the comments. So just be looking at a comment that you did on a short or something, then I come back, comment on there. But I'm gonna try to see. Yeah, my daughter's birthday was this month too. I have a daughter. My daughter's birthday was this month. One, two. I have a niece, a nephew. My sister, her birthday is coming up. On. She had her son on her birthday, so that's my sister, my nephew, my niece, uh, another nephew. So two nephews, my sister, a niece, and I think probably another one of my um one of my sister children have a birthday this month. But yeah, all them coming up. I think my nephew, he a police. I think his birthday on the 21st. And my sister's birthday is on the 29th. And she had her son on the 29th. And I think he'll be, how old will he be? Maybe 26, I think. I think. Yeah, I got some. I think I got about, in November, I think it's about at least 15 people that I know got birthdays in November. Because my daughter, and that's something, my sister, she had her son on her birthday. And then my daughter, she's born on her dad's birthday. They share the same birthday. And she wasn't even supposed to make it here until Christmas. I think my due date for her was December 23rd or 24th. But she came 4 weeks early, something like that, 5 weeks early. Oh, okay, the 28th. Wow, that's so close. That's close to my sister's birthday. Hers on the 29th. And it's like y'all kind of got the same personality. She love she's really like, really quiet. All of us kind of like got the same demeanor. We came up from a household where my daddy wasn't involved, but her daddy and my brother's dad, that was my stepfather that I knew of a dad. And so they was in their dad's life for some years. And he was all our father. And but they got to experience the dad life, but I didn't, unfortunately. But it's okay, but because I knew him as a father. And that's something that we've been real well mannered people. Like I said, we didn't have a lot. We were really poor, but we were so poor when I was younger. But I just thank God I've not let that shift my, positive outlets, and still try to be positive and just still try to, do the things that I could do. Like I said, I've got a lot of education background, but when your health takes over sometime, you kind of like have to take care of your health before you can move forward. And I was just saying, I'm trying to do my own little business. Hopefully I can try to get that going within the next end of the year. It's not gonna be the end of the year, but hopefully by February. Y'all know I've always tried to sell my little gift baskets. I was gonna try to do my Thanksgiving harvest baskets, but unfortunately, Thanksgiving is around the corner. I didn't get a chance to do that because of, trying to budget and stuff like that. But I'm going to try to see if I can round up some coins to do my Christmas baskets, and see if somebody will buy them around town, and maybe I can do a giveaway and get that shift off, and, to the winter or something like that. Or I might just do it for subscribers that I know that's been loyal. That's why I'm trying to get members so I can start doing members giveaways. Because members, like I said, I want to at least get about 10 members. I want to at least get about 10 members, and then I can just do a member giveaway 2 times a month. If it's just a nice gift basket, if it's just a $10 cash app, or a Starbucks gift card, or something like that. Because, I love doing that to try to intertwine, but now my channel is kind of shifted with me raising my granddaughters. So, I just have to be on a tighter budget to make sure we sustain. Like I said, I'm not working. And then, I was telling you that, I had been fighting for my disability for like 3 years, and I don't even think I got more fight in me to try to fight it again. I just think I'm gonna just try to do the Facebook market, because I got so much stuff. Y'all, I buy stuff when it's on sale. I bought 3 ice cream makers that you can't even find no more. They have never been opened. I bought them, and they was $10 on sale at Walmart. And so I bought 3 ice cream makers. And when I see stuff like that, I buy it. I didn't buy it this year, but I buy stuff, and I've had them probably a couple years. They've never been open. And air fryers, I buy all that stuff when it's on sale, and then never use it. And I said I'm gonna try to do Facebook market, because if I could do Facebook market, and all the shoes I never wore, the heels, brand new boots with the tag still on them that I've never worn, never tried some of them on. A lot of the clothes that the kids never wore, my granddaughters, that they never got to wear. You know how you buy so much stuff and so many sales. I know one time I was at Walmart, and they announced in the store, it was about 8:30 at night, and they said all the winter boots are on sale for $1. We have some shoes for $1. And they announced that, boy, I wrecked up. I think I got my teenager granddaughter now. During that time, she was probably 9, 10. I bought so many boots, and I'm going to show y'all the boots that I'm talking about. She never even got to wear all them boots. Them boots brand new. But let me see what you're saying. Oh, that's a lot, honey. That is a lot. You said I have my 2 oldest grandsons a lot. That's a lot. Also help my son with his twins and my brother. Oh, baby, you got twins running in your family. I know that's a lot. And you know what? Like I said, I try to be helpful where I can be helpful. I have I have kept my granddaughters, my grandchildren before I start raising them. And I'm not gonna say that was a challenge then. I've always tried to be helpful in that way because I knew when I needed help, with somebody keeping an eye on my children for a little period of time. Like I said, I wasn't blessed with fathers that did the most. Y'all know how you have fathers that go that extra mile. So I didn't have that for my children. I really been the one that went the extra mile and did everything for my children, and I didn't have that. But it's okay, long as I had God with me, I'm good. That was the provider when they wouldn't do what they were supposed to been done, and I just thank God for that. And I don't sit and dwell on that. I don't sit and dwell on where I didn't have baby daddies, as you would foresay. I didn't have their support, and my children grown. I'm not gonna sit around and dwell on something or be unhappy or be sad or have negative energy for something that they didn't do. Okay, that's between them and God. And I ain't gonna get in it. I'm gonna let God handle that because God know what they didn't do. Like I tell my children all the time, I know I ain't had the I've tried to get my children when I was working and I got good income taxes. I made sure my children was fully taken care of. I'm talking about those were the time where they can get 3-4 pair of shoes, like Nike shoes, all of the name brand shoes. We go shopping and spend $2,000-3,000 in one day. And through the year, I've always put money aside to make sure they had a brand new pair of shoes every 2 or 3 months. Or, always kept winning the stores to find this clearance, to find that budget. My kids have always been taken care of first. Always. Even when the fathers forgot that they was here. Y'all know it seems like these fathers, they there when the going is good. But as soon as another person come in this world, they forget that they even got kids. They forget that's why I tell my kids all the time, and they grown. My baby son, he is an adult now, but I be around him more. And I told him the other day, I said, I don't understand how people even breathe or could rest or they mind could rest. And you ain't talking to your children. You ain't got your children in your life. I don't even see how they breathe, knowing that God gave you a beautiful soul and you just forget about it. I'm like, what kind of person are you? It can't be no person of God, because there's no way, because God done gave you an assignment. That's why I tell my kids all the time, when I leave here, I just want him to say, well done. God gave me y'all. Y'all are blessings. And for these men to just go left and forget about it, I don't even see how y'all even breathe. I wouldn't even be right if I couldn't be with my children or raise my children. I'm talking about I have went without to make sure my children were safe and everything. I've never brought men around my children. I refrain myself to be just by myself to make sure my kids good. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I've always now in this town that I live in, we haven't found a local church here. And people just don't do the church thing no more. A lot of people don't, but I still want my granddaughters to be raised up in church, and then sometimes we'll drift off to like a visitor's church, not this home church. We'll drift out to a visitor's church, but I want my grandchildren to be raised up in church. Like I said, my toddler, she's still young. My teenager granddaughter, she know about church. They know about God. They know God gonna be mentioned daily around them. If we don't do nothing else, like the lady Big Mama, if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna feed them kids. That's what Big Mama say. If I don't do nothing else, we gonna speak about God in this house, baby. They know that's something they gonna hear every day. If I'm taking her to school or if I'm gotta go run to a store that's 15 minutes out like Sam's or something. Oh, well, you gonna hear a prayer, but before we get on that road, I'm taking him with me. If I don't take nobody else, I'm taking him. He going with me because I know I need him. I know I need him. I know I need him. I know. Because these people is wild and crazy out here, baby. I want to take him with me. Just like my pow pow, which I ain't got no pow pow. But I know God is gonna control. I don't need no pow pow if I got him. If something about to happen, I said, God, please let me get out the way before that occur. Let me get my family out the way. Because these people is crazy. Like I said, I'm not going to argue with them people. When they act crazy, like the young man, they blocked me in about a week ago at the gas station. And they weren't even getting gas. And he going to tell me to go around and all that stuff. Baby, no, sir. I'm just going to let God handle that because I ain't fit to be playing with y'all. We ain't going to do that. Yeah, I know. I always try to speak the truth because, baby, you gonna need God. I don't care where I'm going. I'm gonna go to the store probably about the next hour and try to finish vlogging like a lot of the Christmas stuff. Cause like I said, a lot of people can't get out to the stores, or you might have an older person that watch content and they might can see my content or somebody else content and so, oh yeah, pick up me that tin can of Christmas cookies. Them old people love them cookies in that tin can and that that hard, that Christmas can that have that hard, it's be hard. My mom and them used to love that hard candy, boy. They used to love that hard, colorful candy. That's some good candy though. That's some good candy. You can't find that no more, that good candy. And it don't be loaded with sugar, that hard candy. But yeah, you got to take God with you. And I'm going to keep taking him with me. And I'm going to speak of him in my household. I'm going to let my children, my older adult children, they know about God. God is always going to be in our life. And I tell them all the time, if they come and say, Mom, you got $10? I'm going to say, here you go. But thank God I had it. Thank God I had it to help you. I want them to let them know that God made this possible for me to have that $20 that you needed. Knowing I don't work, God made this possible. I had that 20 just sitting in my wallet that I was going to use, but I going to let you borrow it until you get paid, but I need my money back now. I need my 20 back. But I want them to know God made that happen. I don't want them to go out in this world and think they just living like some crazy people do. They think they just living. They think they just be living like God ain't involved. Well, I ain't gonna even get into that because they're gonna make me mad. And I always try to be a nice, beautiful soul to somebody and a blessing. Even if I'm speaking a word, I might can't be fortunate with money, but long as I'm speaking a word that somebody can grasp on it and take it throughout the day and know that God is God. Just God is God. And everything that come behind that, he gonna take care. But you gotta know God is God. You gotta know God is God. So like I said, I'm gonna make sure that my kids know who God is. Yes, it is hard to find. I just want them to know you just not living. And they know that. My oldest son that had got sick, I think you probably watched it, him going through surgery and all that stuff about a year ago. But that's the thing. We don't call on God when we in trouble. I don't call on God when I'm in trouble. I don't call on God when things ain't going right. I might mention God and say, God, thank you for covering us with your blood. Thank you for letting it, that didn't happen. We avoided that. Thank you for that. But I'm not going to call on God when I only need him when I'm in trouble. I'm going to speak of him every day. I'm going to call on him every day to ask him, can he guide me? Give me better thoughts. give me a better mindset. Uh, let me not focus on what's going on with my health. Let me not worry. So, I just did that the other day. I said, God, whatever these test results show or whatever I'm going through in my life, I still want to be positive through that. I'm not gonna worry. As long as I got God, why am I worried? Now, if I got one of them baby daddies, I better be worried. But as long as I got God, I ain't finna be over here worried. And I want my subscribers. I want the people that will subscribe to me. I want all of the people that's listening to me and part of my YouTube family. Yeah, you probably be going through something right now. We always gonna go through something. When I became adult, I knew that being a young adult, being growing up poor, and being a young adult, I knew through my life as being a young adult that my life probably wasn't gonna be too much different. But I knew through God and praying, my life has changed. I've been blessed more. You know, uh, things that I started dealing with years ago have got better with my health. I ain't gonna say financial. Well, I'm not gonna say that financial. I've been blessed some. Even with my kids getting better jobs, that gonna help me. Cause if they get better jobs, which one of my daughters, she got promoted to a supervisor, that means I ain't gotta help her with nothing. So that's a blessing right there, financial. See, people don't look at stuff like that. Cause a lot of times you have to help your children to help your children. They might fall short. Young people don't budget. They don't well, I'm not gonna say she do. Now I got a son, he kind of be iffy on that budgeting. But my daughter, she budget really well. She budget really well. But I'm just saying, with my children being blessed and holding on to a job instead of and not job hopping or or not fully completing the education, like my son, he ended up getting his whole degree. My daughter, and I tell them to grasp on into y'all degrees instead of being supervisors at store. Now, supervisor being promoted, that's good and fine and dandy, but you still need to have something in the background. If you get sick of that, you can fall back on your degree, or you can do both. She don't have any children. I always inspire them and motivate them to, always have 2 or 3 rams in the bush. Because you're going to need them, baby, with this world. Because you never know how things going to go. Like she said, they got a new store manager. And, he one of them, not my skin color. And when you get these, you might be cool with one store manager, but then you get another store manager, they might take you through the loops. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, Haywood, I hope that's positive. You said run your mouth. I hope you saying run your mouth on speak the truth, but it's okay because I ain't got no mod in here now. He just left. I made somebody a mod, and I usually don't have mods, and then my other mod probably busy, but that's okay because I can go in and put you in timeout right now, or I can block you. But you know what? Once again, I ain't gonna let the devil use me. So you just speak what you want to speak, but I'm hoping that's positive what you're trying to say. I'm hoping you said run your mouth like speaking the truth about Jesus, speaking the truth about life. So I'm hoping you going there, but even though you ain't going there in that direction, I'm gonna just play like you going in that direction. Cause like I said, baby, I don't let the devil control me and never will. Through my health, through my finances, through whatever. He ain't gonna control me. But anyway, we're gonna get back on talking about God, then I'm gonna get off here. And like I said, I just teach my children to, seek out better outlets of being financial stable. Keep you 2 or 3 finances, and like God, he had them rams in the bush. So keep you some extra rams in the bush with being financial stable, financial literate. A lot of people, they're not financial literate. They don't know none about being financial literate. And that's how I have kind of made it through my health being down, and but I always try to keep me a few pennies in a bush. You see what I'm saying? A few pennies where I know until I can do better, I can sustain and be okay. I can sustain and be okay. And like I said, I'm finna get my stuff together hopefully by Monday or before Monday. And I'm gonna give you Suyan, I'm gonna give you my um Facebook information so you can go on there and look. I'm not asking you to purchase anything, but you might just have a person that a church member might say, "Oh, I love that." How do I get that? What is it? How do I, but all the information will be on there. So I think I'm gonna go into the Facebook Marketplace. Because I got so much stuff. I got so much stuff right now, and that's a blessing too. I've held on to so much stuff, kept it in good standards, clean, good standards. Like I said, a lot of stuff new. I bought 3 ice makers. I bought crock pots. I got cast iron skillets, brand new in the box I ain't never used. I got so much stuff with shoes and everything now that I have bought in Walmart. One time I went by there and bought probably about 8 to 9 to 10, at least 9 dresses that they had on sale in Walmart for like kids. Like if you have two girls, just say you got a 10-year-old girl, a dress for her, a 4-year-old girl, a dress for her. I just bought like mates. You know how some people like to dress their kids alike. So I just bought two of each dresses, and like I said, I got so much stuff that I probably could make $900 to $1,000 easily. Because I always been a person that stored my stuff properly, kept it up good, nice, clean, all of the above. But yeah, I'm going to dabble into the Facebook market. I'm going to continue on YouTube. And I might start trying to... I did have TikTok, but I can't get... For some reason, I cannot get my TikTok back up. I got to find out the email or something I put on there. I'm trying to get that back up. Because I had already got my 1,000 subscribers on there. So try to post some stuff on there, and then I might just start posting stuff on Facebook or something like that. But I'm for sure I'm going to do the Facebook market. And then I'm going to just keep on trying to hustle on my gift baskets. And hopefully I can get up enough funds to do my gift baskets for Christmas. And I'm just going to sustain in God, and just continue to speak things into existence, and to constantly have the growth and everything that I need. But I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you for coming in. You never seem to be able to come in on the lives, because I do. Sometimes I do it live and I end it quickly, but I stayed on a little while today. So thank you for coming in. I really appreciate your conversation. Once again, thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Thank you for commenting. Sometime I'll comment back to you at 3 or 4 in the morning. I see you comment, but thank you for being a loyal subscriber. And like I said, I will be commenting with you to see. Well, you told me your birthday is on the 28th, but we'll be commenting so I can try to see about being a blessing to you for your birthday. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off here. Make sure you have a blessed Wednesday. And I already know you're going to take God with you, so I ain't got to tell you that. I already know you're a woman and child of God, so I ain't got to tell you that, but I know you're going to take God with you. So some people, I might have to tell them that. They act like they don't know that you both take God with you. Even if you can't pray every day, just have God in your heart, and even if you forget. But yeah, stay blessed. And I hope you have a blessed, safe day, and no trouble, harm, danger, sickness, or anything get in your way or your family's way. And I hope the devil is somewhere doing something. I don't want him to be messing with nobody else, but hopefully you're over there somewhere doing something else. And he remain out of y'all's way. But yeah. So I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm gonna go in here and get me and the toddler something to eat. She's in there with my baby son now. He didn't have to work. Y'all probably said, "Where the toddler at? You been talking to us for an hour." He in there with my granddaughter. She's in there with my baby son, and they probably in there on their game or something. Cause you know these kids, they have cell phone. A 2-year old now to operate a whole cell phone. They know stuff that I don't even know on the cell phone. So these toddlers and stuff, they into these games and everything, but I don't let her be on those games with her cursing and stuff like that. So she probably just sitting back watching him and probably snacking on some cookies or something that he got that she shouldn't be eating yet because she ain't had breakfast. But I'm gonna go on in here and try to get her like a real quick breakfast. It's probably just gonna be something quick: grilled cheese and ham, apple, something like that, so I can go and start my day and get to these stores and start trying to vlog. And since he ain't got to work, I might see if he can keep an eye on her, because she gonna be asking for 900 things in the store. So I might see if he can keep an eye on her. But a lot of times I come out here and sit in the truck. That's where I can just really focus and talk to y'all instead of because you can't. You know how kids they'll turn on music, but you know what, you'll be getting copyrighted, and it make me so mad. And I know because you a content creator too. Excuse me. That make me so mad when the music will be on. You gotta tell them, hey, I'm gonna get copyrighted. So a lot of time I just come out here silent in the truck and no, I ain't gonna get copyrighted because ain't nobody playing music. If somebody do come by, like a random car, and start playing loud music, I'll just turn the volume down because people do that too. I'll be trying to vlog sometime and there goes somebody playing loud music. Y'all gonna get me copyrighted. So a lot of time I just come out here in the vehicle and then I can, kind of, I don't have to worry about nobody playing music. Cause I have had to delete videos because it was music in it. And a lot of times I try to trim it out. But like on short form videos, you can't even trim out a song. So I had to delete videos in Mrs. A, the store Mrs. A, where I go and get the dollar jewelry. And then I'll try to do a voice over, and then I won't be able to do the voice over because it was over 60 minutes, 60 seconds, over 60 seconds. Because you cannot do a voice over if the short form video is over 60 seconds. I'm like, so I had to delete stuff. So I have to check on that. Okay, thank you for your comment, ball over. You said I need to eat less. Oh, okay. I will eat less because, with the government shutdown, people wasn't even eating a lot. But when y'all come in here with that negative comments, you're doing wonderful because every comment helps my channel. That helps me get to that threshold of reaching that $100 that they pay you, that you have to earn to get paid monthly. So for your comments, your rude comments, guess what? I just earned about 25 cents each. So possibly, can you give me a little more before I get off of here? Because every one of your rude comments give me 25 cents. So keep it up, baby. See, like I said, I ain't gonna let the devil get me. Now he might get y'all for you saying that. That's the devil. But see, I ain't gonna let the devil get me, sweetheart. That's what you gotta understand. I ain't gonna let the devil get me. I never have. Like I said, 54, I ain't gonna never let him get me. I don't feed into his devilish ways. I don't link onto those chains of rudeness, those chains of negativity, those chains of devilish ways. So just keep up your devilish ways, and maybe before you see what you doing, don't stop. Tell me how much weight I need to lose, which some I already damn know. Excuse me for that curse word, y'all. I already know that. I just said that before you came on. That the doctor said he probably gonna say that I need to exercise a little more. I already know that. So keep it up, cause every one of your comments is earning me money. So I'm glad you came in here. Like I said, you can feedback with the devil. You can be on the devil's what they call, you can be on his list. But go ahead. I love it. And you said big and round in a bad way. Sometimes it be the main one sitting up there talking, hiding behind the screen. You sit up here, got a whole, what is it? Oh, that's you. That must be you on there. It looked like a dog, but I think that could be how you actually look. But you said big and round in a bad way. If you big and round, what is the good way? Is it a good way if you big and round? You said in a bad way. You said big and round in a bad way. So if you big and round in a good way, is that still good? Be the same ones hide behind that camera, big and round, and talking about other people. Exactly. Exactly. Shame on you. Uh, ball over 52. That even sound like something fat. Ball over 52. But anyway, I ain't gonna feed into that negativity. But shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Like they used to say, y'all heard that when we used to play it back in the day. Shame, shame, shame. How did that little thing go when you used to be out there playing with the kids? You put two of your hands together and y'all do shame, shame, shame or something. I forgot how that go, but I'll think about it later. But shame on you. Shame on you for letting the devil use you. Boy, I tell y'all gotta stop it, letting the devil use you now. You ain't gonna never amount to nothing if you keep on letting the devil use you. He used a lot of people. That's why the jail and stuff is full. And the graveyard. Because y'all let the devil use you. You gotta stop being stupid. Y'all know I want to be a comedian too. I really want to be a comedian. I want to be a lawyer and all that stuff. But you gotta let the devil make you stupid. Sitting around here just saying stupid stuff that don't even make sense. It ain't nothing but the devil. Thank you for the hearts, whoever gave me a heart. That's why I said if y'all tap, 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 it can, when I'm on live, it'll give me heart. But you gotta stop being stupid and letting the devil trick you. He just tricking y'all every day to just make you say negative and stupid stuff. That's why I remain prayerful. Because if I ain't know God, baby, I'll be up in here acting silly like y'all. Just sitting up there for the people that's acting silly. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't talking about my faithful subscribers and my subscribers that know God and know they shouldn't be attacking people for no reason. You got to be silly in the head or just always praising the devil or something just to come in people's lives. Because I be in people's lives as well. But I never would come in there and say nothing out of, negative, because why would I? Why would I come in there? A lot of times I might be thinking it, but why would I just put that in the chat? That means the devil got you. But y'all keep on letting the devil use you. Keep on letting him use it. You're going to mess around and say something to the wrong person. And like mama used to say, it's too late to say That's why I like to laugh, and I'm going to keep on laughing and keep on smiling. Because like mama used to say, she used to say, it's too late to say And that's how a lot of these people get in trouble. Because they let the devil use them. But I ain't letting them use me. Whatever I run into, long as ain't nobody trying to physically harm me or my family, I'm good. Because they can say all the words they want. They can say all the words they want about me. Fat, you too black, or I don't like how your glasses look, your head nappy. Y'all can say all that, baby. That don't mean nothing to me. Because I already know how I can dress up. I already know if I want to lose 5 pounds. Actually, when I went to the doctor last time, I had lost 7 pounds. And they sit up here and talking about you fat and round in a bad way. You can't even see nothing but my face. I know people got fat faces and they'll have a fat face and be 190 pounds. So that's just stupid to even say that. Fat and round in a bad way. You can't even see my body. And if I am fat in the round way, I bought the food to make me fat and round. You didn't. Boy, I really wanted to be a comedian too. Yes, I just keep on praising God because these people funny. That actually made my day. That actually made me a good laugh because that's why I said if you messy and with the mess, you'll be offended by these people comments. But I don't be offended. That be funny. A lot of time I tell my children and my son will say, "Hold on, let me go comment." I be like, "Boy, you ain't gotta go say nothing stupid to that devil. They ain't nothing but a devil making a comment. You don't entertain the devil. You don't give him no praise. You don't entertain the devil. So when people do devilish stuff, let them go and entertain with the devil. You don't get into their party. Don't be a party of devilish and negativity. Just let that go on by because that don't offend me at all. That actually made my day because that was really funny and I needed that laugh because it's funny that they said I'm fat and round and need to stop eating and I'm fat and round in a bad way. You can't even see my face though. That's so stupid. People so funny. That is funny. You saw my whole body and said I was fat and round just by seeing my face. Boy, y'all are hilarious. That those are the comments that be funny and I laugh about it all day long. And I'm gonna laugh about that all day long. Cause that's so super funny. That's super funny. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's super funny for people to get that. And like content creators, the big content creators, the small, the in the middleweight content creator, small content creator. I take myself as a small content creator, but I get comments all the time. Like I got a comment. I was doing a short of telling my granddaughter how to wash her clothes, my teenager, and so they told me that I was telling her. They said everything about how you're telling her to wash her clothes is wrong. Oh, okay. Well, how do you wash clothes? I thought you put your dirty clothes in the laundry and put detergent on it. That's what we did. But they said that was wrong. So that was funny too. That'd be so funny to me that people actually take out the time and use their fingers and type that and to be something like they didn't even go to school to be so illiterate. That'd be funny. And then when y'all know I cook, I know how to cook everything from top to bottom. So I'm making homemade gravy, homemade Salisbury steak. And then I'm on here, I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm doing a short. So when you do a short, you're not going to see the full throttle of everything the person's doing, like the whole 30 minutes of them preparing a meal. You're just going to see little pieces of it. That's why they call it short. That's why people so slow. But anyway, so I'm doing a short form video of me making Salisbury steak. I said, y'all, okay, this is my Salisbury steak. It'll cook down. I done add them because y'all, I use lemon pepper seasoning on a lot of stuff. I just love it. I use lemon pepper seasoning. If I don't have like parsley flakes or garlic powder or my daughter used to buy that little green in that can, the Creole seasoning or something. But I don't buy that because it's too salty. But she used to buy that when she stayed with me. But I just mainly get my parsley flakes, paprika, lemon pepper seasoning, garlic powder. I don't buy garlic salt. I buy the garlic powder and my lemon pepper. So those are my go-to seasonings. So anyway, um, so I'm on there making the Salisbury steak. I got my onion chopped up. I got my onion in the skillet. I threw some lemon pepper on there. So I'm like, y'all, I'm just going to let this boil down. Knowing I know how to make gravy. So I'm telling them, a lot of times I would put like a little vegetable oil or some type of olive oil, canola oil or something in the bottom. Mix it after, because you got to get your meat boiled down and then your little bottom, your little bottom juices. You let that kind of do that little brownish, get like a little burnt, a little bit, just not burnt where you send off the smoke alarm, but to make your roux. Okay, so they trying to tell me how to make a roux. I'm just gonna be silent for stupidity. Do you think you can tell me how to make a roux at 54 years old? So they gonna come on in and say, you don't know how to cook. You're not a grandma. You tell me that you're trying to make roux. You don't know how to make roux. My grandmother used to make roux out of. He said his grandma used to make roux out of milk. Something other odd thing he said. I don't forgot what the other ingredient was. And then he said stock. I guess chicken stock. First of all, my skin color. I ain't never saw my skin color put no chicken stock in making a rule. Now, if they want to use chicken stock, fine. But how I've always made my rule, yeah, he said milk too. And I told him, I said, okay, when I first got on the shore, I said, okay, I got my milk, I got my flour, I got my seasonings, I got my onion. He gonna say, then you ain't even use milk. My grandma used to use milk. I said, boy, he sure didn't watch the whole short because I mentioned milk. And mind you, I'm making this for my granddaughters. Of course, I'm not fit to be putting bell peppers, red and green bell peppers in there, 900,000 seasoning, chicken uh, stock or chicken, whatever they sell in the jug. Because I've always made my chicken stock off of like Thanksgiving coming up. I'm going to boil my chicken. I'm going to have my celery in there. I'm going to have my bell pepper in there. I'm going to have my onion in there. I'm gonna have probably about 4 seasonings on my chicken that I boil for Thanksgiving to prepare my dressing. I save that chicken stock and put it in containers. I don't like to buy chicken stock in that's been sitting at the store in those little boxes. Now, people that do use that, that's their prerogative. I can't stop that. That's what they do. But mostly, I'm not a person that cook with a lot of chicken stock. I'd like to make my own stocks because I'm from the old school. Now, if I do make I'll cook that chicken, I'll have a big pot of stock that will probably fill up 4 medium-sized containers off of my big pot that I'm going to prepare my chicken and all type of vegetables in and my seasoning for my dressing for Thanksgiving. Okay? I don't like to buy the stock that's in the box. So he was telling me that my grandma used stock. She used milk. I'm like, okay, you didn't hear me say milk. She used this. You can't be a grandmother because you don't know what you're doing. Child, you need help to tell me I don't know how to make rule. I'm going to make a simple rule if it's for my granddaughters. Wake up, smell the coffee, slap yourself on the face, throw some cold water on your face, take a cold shower. Because obviously you're not woke from that comment. Because I said I'm cooking for my granddaughters. I'm not going to put 900,000 seasonings in there, 900,000 vegetables in there. They going to look at it and say, I ain't going to eat that. You know, kids eat by eye. Kids eat by eye. They see all them vegetables and stuff in there. They're not going to eat that. So I'm going to do a simple rule, which is water, jug water, because I don't like using a lot of sink water. It's going to be bottled water or jug water. I'm going to put that with my Salisbury steak, my lemon pepper, my garlic powder. If I have parsley, I'm going to use a little parsley because that parsley will cook down and my grandchildren won't see that. And they'll be like, what is that? Is that a vegetable? They ain't going to want to eat it. Then I'm going to put my milk, and then I'm going to put my little extra water if I need more. And then I'm going to put my onion. I'm not going to use 900 vegetables for a child. People just so slow. It's like when they get on these videos and short, it's like they do not listen to you saying for my granddaughters. It's like they don't be listening. But that's okay too. But love y'all. I'm going to see y'all. So young, I will be getting with you to see if we can make some stuff happen for your birthday. I will be getting in contact with you. I ain't gonna put it in the live because they might say something stupid. Oh, what y'all finna do? Y'all finna go eat a whole big meal? Y'all don't need nothing to eat. So I ain't gonna put it in the comments. You know how people so negative. They just silly. But anyway, love you. See you. Remain faithful. Knowing God's word is his word, and knowing he will never leave you or forsake you, and also know that he will be there for you when no one else, because he's been there for me when I couldn't eat, when no one else would be there for me. So I know that he'll be there for you if you keep him first. Like I said, it's him, then me. No, it's him, my children, then me. Because I put children before I put myself, because I'm going to make sure my children good. I'm going to make sure I'm good, but I'm going to make sure God gave me my children, and I'm going to make sure they good. I'm going to make sure my grandchildren good. I'm going to make sure my grandchildren good before my kids, because my kids is grown. My grandkids, they still young. So I'm going to make sure my grandkids good, make sure my children good. I'm going to make sure I'm good, but I'm going to make sure God comes first, because God is the head of everything. I can't do none without God. I can't get these blessings without God. I can't have the best health I can have without God. I can't have a running vehicle without God. I can't have gas money to put in my vehicle without God. So I'm going to put God first, even though I might not have the best of vehicle. I'm going to put God first. And then, like I said, my grandbabies, because they can't take care of themselves. So that's why I'm going to put them next. And then I'm going to make sure I take care of myself. And then my kids going to come. They coming too. I'm going to make sure I'm loving on them and taking care of them as well the best I can. But they grown so they can take care of themselves. But if they need advice, they need my help. That if they having a medical problem, even if they just need to come and talk and have a conversation, I'm going to still be there for my children. But like I said, love y'all. Y'all stay prayed up. Always take God with you wherever you go, because you really going to need him in this cruel, horrible, unsensitive about any human being world. So love y'all. I see y'all. Y'all remain blessed and safe. See y'all in the next one.